So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check 43.
They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now on 2nd and 16. Cousins flushed out right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Cousins now from the 50, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They run. Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Mike 54.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he finds Austin complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Switch.
On 3rd down, Elliott. inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Shoves him away. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
Throwing, Cousins, and Diggs has it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. On play action, Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Sean Lee came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A toss to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So that is, you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt, but for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
61, matchbox fight.
First down. Here's Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Sean Lee able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Cousins now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Vikings, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Patch it.
Again, it's Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, it's Elliott, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
I know he ain't got it.
Here we go, 47.
55's Mike, 55. So we got man. Hayward. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
26.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 71 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Cousins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Good route here.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And an alley to run. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But
looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Check. 53's Mike. Rhino. I'm coming for you, Mike. Check.
They're going to try to jet sweep on 3rd and long, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch the pass.
Zebra.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. No.
Bravo.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And some room to roam now. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. Got some room at the 30. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from one 43 to the other for 1st and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sean Lee, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings.
A first down throw for Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, here's the run with Cook. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Sean Lee in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Let's go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Bailey's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be...
And the ball is knocked out. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Go. Get out there. Then we're going to 53.
Mike's 54. You ain't doing nothing today.
26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Right there. 54 Mike. Got to do better.
Then we're going to 53.
Watch twist.
Here go 46. 46.
Now Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. Cooper was the intended target. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Throwing is Cousins. Jeff Heath, the strong safety, able to get in there on the coverage. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Hey, go kill. Sweat, hey.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Come on. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
No. Off. Shit.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 26.
Throwing here, Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Orbit. Mike.
47.
Check 55, Mike.
Check 26.
On third down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Prescott, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.